I realize that as humans, we love to be in control, and that involves staying in a place of comfort, a place that is familiar, a place that you're used to, being in control of the outcome. Can I tell you that there is only one that is in control of your outcome, but the decisions that you make today will have a huge influence on your tomorrow. And a lot of the times you miss opportunities, and you miss taking chances. And if let's think about Peter for a moment, when there was a storm and the boat is filling up, and they're in fear for their lives. Had he not taken that step of faith and say, if it be you, Lord, have me walk on water? Or what about just all of the legends of the Bible? If they would have never taken those steps of faith, Moses, right? With the staff, the army is behind them, the Philistines, right? But he took that step, that he was able to take what God put in his hand and put it down by faith, and it caused the Red Sea to split through the power of God. What happens if God is trying to shift you from one season to another season, but you choose comfort instead of taking that step of faith, trusting God with your finances, trusting God with expansion, trusting God for more, trusting God for new, trusting God, right? Because sometimes we would prefer to keep spaces occupied versus making room for God to bring the new. And so we stay in this place of stagnant waters. We think about the children of Israel when they were slaves in Egypt. They were slaves, but they were fed. When God used Moses to liberate them, here they are 40 days in the wilderness, and they're complaining, Moses, did you bring us out here to die? They would have preferred, they were mentioning to Moses that they would have preferred to go back to Egypt, go back to a place of slavery, just to be in a place of comfort, because they knew that they had for sure provision. So although they was in slavery, they was in bondage, they were tormented, because they had food and they never went without, they would have preferred to go back to drink from filthy cisterns, broken cisterns that hold no water. See, there's times when God is trying to take you from the old season to the new season, and you might go through a place of drought, but it's because God is trying to teach you to depend on him. Okay, God caused a rock to split and provide their water. They lack no H2O. God caused manna to fall from the heavens. They had manna for breakfast, manna for lunch, manna for dinner. They suffered no want. But what was really happening was God was moving the Hebrews out of a place of bondage. But although God relocated them, bondage was still in their heart. How many of you guys know it's a process? Although they was heading towards freedom, they wanted to head back toward comfort, although they would be back in bondage. Somebody today, God is saying move, break free. Stop allowing yourself to remain in bondage for the sake of making a dollar, for the sake of comfort, for the sake of what you want to do. God has a plan and a purpose for your life, and it will not ever be made manifest unless you come into alignment with Christ, unless you come out of alignment with the lie of the devil, because God is more than able. And hey, your reassurance is not in no man, it ain't in no bank, it's definitely not going to be in yourself. The scripture says, if I ascend into the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. God is omnipresent. There's only so much we can do throughout life as we navigate our own way. We're truly running from God. This is not a call to religion. This is not a call for traditions and comparing your traditions to others. This is a call for seeking the Lord while he may be found. The scripture says, study to show thyself approved. It's not about what so-and-so told you about God, or what this person, or what the traditions of men is saying. It's about taking that time to slow down and say, man, let me get a heart check and let me deal with the insides. So God bless you. I pray you're encouraged today. May the Lord shine his face upon you in Jesus'